So let's go over number 1. So polynomial expression, there was a hint about this lab and note it's a polynomial expressions. So there's no equal, there's no y. So you can see the number 1 example. This one is giving you the lot of hints. Coefficient, variable, and power. So for number 2, we can say the restrictions. We are gonna use only variable x. No y, no z, no a, no b. We are gonna use only whole number exponents, 0 through like 1, 2, 3, 4. No fractional exponents. And coefficient and exponent will be integers. Exponent is a whole number. Coefficient is integers. Maybe natural, integers. Then, if you see, it's a standard form. So leading term is always the first. So in descending order of the degree of your variable. So first 2x to the third power. Then you can also see every term is connected as a plus. So even though there was, actually this one we can say like a 2x cubed minus 4x. Instead of writing minus 4x, it's plus negative 4x. So it makes us make it a little easier. But there is some special cases you can see. If power 2 does not have any coefficient, we do not write. And when power is 1, when exponent is 1, you do not write it, just x. Not instead of x to first power, just x. Constant, we are going to just say coefficient. Instead of 2x to the 0th power, we use only 2. So they are special cases. Now, number 3. For any given polynomial, what information is essential? Coefficient and exponent. So you can make it coefficient and exponent in the map. Which one will be the key? Exponent will be the key. And coefficient can be the value. So first set is the first expression example in the number 1. If key is 3, that means x cubed, coefficient is 2. So 3 to 2 represents 2x cubed. Then power is 1, coefficient is negative 4, that represents negative 4x. And the last one represents 2. If we use the map, actually we are supposed to use tree map because you're supposed to print in order of the degrees. High to low. So you probably want to reverse when you do toString. Then number 6. So because I can use key and value as exponent and coefficient, you can say integer is the key and also integer is the value. First one is representing key, exponent. Second one is representing the value, coefficient. Then interface is given. So let's think about each method. Whenever you have add method with poly, that is my poly, and other will have also poly. You are gonna add two polynomials. If I have x squared plus x plus 1 and 2x plus 3, in this case, x squared does not have a matching, but x has a matching. The first one, the map will have 1 will have 1. And second one, map power 1 will have a value 2. When you add, you are going to check the matching key. So you probably want to use contains key method. Then you are going to add that. So as the add result, your map will have, for the power 1, value will be sum of two values. So finally, you are going to get 3x from x plus 2x. Now let's think about the multiplication. When I have x squared plus x plus 1 and 2x plus 3, what do? Is we are going to do multiply, 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 and multiply, multiply. So there are 6, 3 by 2. So you are going to think about nested for. So for my poly, you're going to go all the way. Then inside of there 4, others my poly. Then you're going to check and you're going to multiply. When you multiply, how it's happening, I can see x squared will be key is 2, value is 1, coefficient is 1. And 2x will be key is 1 and coefficient is 2. When I multiply those two, if I look at the answer first, x squared times 2x is 2x cubed. For the x exponent, you are going to add them. That is the new key. And for the value, you are going to multiply them. That is the new value. Then finally, you are going to get 2x cubed. Key is 3, value is 2. So each time you are going to do this way. Then evaluate that, you are going to plug in the value. If I just explain everything here, evaluate that, if I go here, when I have x squared plus x, let's do just an easy one, then the value which is passed is 3, for example. You can say the x squared is in the map, 2 is the key, 1 is the value. Then 1 is the key, then also 1 is the value for the second term. For the first term, I have to get the 9. So let's think about, let's just say the putting 2, just in case. So the value becomes 2, not 1, because value is also important. So if I plug in 3, what I do is 2 times, so value times, so x value to the second power. That means you may use method power, then what x value to the key. Second power, then you can calculate that. How about the make term? Exponent and coefficient are passed, so you can just make the term. So you are going to add to your polynomial map. Then toString, I'm going to do a little bit later after I show the number 10. Now let's think about number 8, the field. The traditional way is you are going to just declare only as a field. Then inside of the constructor, initialize, that means instantiate in there. Highly recommended to use a tree map because we want to print in order. Actually, reverse order. So if you look at the output, always reverse order. So in the toString method, is actually, if it's a tree map, it's going to store the last one first. So probably power 1 will have value 2. Then something, there's no x. So power 0 will have a value 2. And power 1 will have a value -4. Power 3 will have a value 2. Then you probably will visit 0 first. So you may make the output string like a to return. Then while you're going through each one, what you can do is the previous to return string as the end. So whatever you added to the to return string will go to the end. Then you are going to add prompt term to value. You need to think about the special cases. One of the special cases is a constant. Constant does not have x at all. How about exponent is 1? Does not have power. The caret and 1, it does not have it. Then if there's any missing term, we do not do it. So when you think about the special cases too, when you print it, so in the to string. Now let's see some more hints in number 11. The algorithm for to string. So think about all special cases, and there are some hints for the regular cases. Then number 12, evaluate at. I already gave you some hints about how to evaluate for each term. Then number 13, add. Make sure that if you have the same key, you add value. If you don't have the same key, just add it, which is, and if you have the same key, add the values, and no same key, just add to the output polynomial. So actually, some polynomial will be also the map type. Number 14, multiply. I think the map is in there. So some polynomial will be also polynomial type. Oopsie. Then multiplication, make sure that you need a nested for loop. Then I already explained how to do. Then you can also read this pseudocode. And if it's helpful, do it. When other is the same object, like a same type polynomial, and you can access the field directly because my class is a polynomial, and when I use other polynomial in here, because I am polynomial, I already know what my poly means. So you can access it directly without using the accessor method.